Good morning to all students. Let us start 1B exercise, least count of a measuring instrument. So least count of an instrument is the smallest measurement which can be taken accurately with an instrument. So if we consider meter scale, we measure length with the help of meter scale or meter rule. The smallest length which we can measure with the help of meter scale is 1 millimeter. The smallest reading which is available on the meter scale is 1 millimeter. But what if we want to measure the length smaller than 1 millimeter? For that we require the devices like vernier scale and screw gauge. So first of all we are going to study vernier calipers or vernier scale. So what is the principle of vernier calipers? For that we have to consider two scales on the vernier caliper. One is main scale and second is vernier scale. So you can see 10 divisions on the vernier scales are ending over here. 10 divisions of vernier scale is equal to 9 divisions of the main scale. So this is the principle of vernier. Next is the least count. Least count can be calculated. Least count of vernier or vernier constant can be calculated by the formula value of 1 mean scale division minus value of 1 vernier scale division. So for that we will consider the principle of vernier, and vernier scale division is equals to n minus 1 main scale division. So n will be shifted on the other side. If we solve this, we get 1 vernier scale division is equals to 9 upon 10 main scale division. Now the formula to calculate least count is 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. So if we substitute the value of vernier scale divisions from here, we get this equation. On solving, we get least count equal to 0.1 millimeter. 1 main scale division is equal to 1 millimeter. So we have substituted the value of 1 main scale division as 1 millimeter. So we calculated the least count of vernier caliper as 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. So this is how we have to calculate the least count. So now let us consider the vernier calipers. You can see the diagram. This instrument looks like this. This is the vernier caliper, and this scale is main scale, and on this is the vernier scale which is available over here. So what are the main parts of this? This is the lower jaw, which are also known as outside jaws. These are upper or inside jaws. So this is the screw with the help of which we can open the jaws. So we can open these jaws, and you can see a metallic strip is coming out when we open the jaws. So this is the metallic strip which is used to measure the depth of the object. These lower jaws are used to measure the outside diameter, and the upper jaws are used to measure the inside diameter. All the parts are labeled over here. So how we will take the reading from vernier caliper? For that we require an object. I am going to fix an eraser. So how we will calculate the reading from vernier scale? If we want to calculate this length, this much length of the eraser, what formula we will use? Main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. So this will be main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. This can be written as the reading which we will calculate, observed reading. For that we will use the formula main scale division plus coinciding division multiplied by least count. So this is the formula to calculate the length. So how we will take the main scale division? You can see over here, when I have fixed this eraser between the two jaws, this scale is visible over here. So we have to take reading from this scale. That will be main scale division, main scale reading, sorry. Over here it will be main scale reading. So main scale reading will be taken from here plus coinciding division. So there are two scales over here. This is vernier scale, this is main scale. So you have to see which division is coinciding, which division of vernier scale is coinciding with main scale division. So when we have drawn the diagram over here, you can see this division is overlapping with the upper division. So this is the meaning of coinciding. When two divisions are exactly in front of each other, This is the coinciding divisions. So we have to check which division is coinciding. So that will be coinciding division multiplied by least count of this device. That is, least count is 0.1 millimeter or 0.01 centimeter. So this is how we have to take the reading from vernier scale. Zero error. What is the zero error? Zero error when we have completely closed the two jaws of vernier caliper. If zero of the main scale, this is the main scale, if zero of main scale coincide with the zero of vernier scale, though vernier scale is not that much clear in the video because divisions are very small, so you can check when we will see this in lab. If zero of the vernier scale coincide with the main scale, zero of vernier scale coincide with the zero of main scale, it means there is no zero error. But if the two are not coinciding with each other, it means there is some zero error in the instrument. Zero error can be of two types: positive zero error, negative zero error. What is positive zero error? If zero of the vernier scale lies left to the zero of main scale, then the zero error will be positive zero error, and it can be calculated by coinciding division multiplied by least count, and we will get the answer. Negative 6 is the coinciding division over here. You can check in the diagram, 6th division are coinciding. Okay, negative zero error is the zero error when zero of the vernier scale lies left to the zero of the main scale. So how we can calculate the negative zero error? We have to check the total divisions on the vernier scale. It is 10. What is the coinciding division? 6th. So what we will do, total divisions on the vernier scale, that is 10 minus coinciding division multiplied by least count. Because it is negative zero error, so we will write minus sign along with it. So this is all about vernier caliper. Let us now start screw gauge. Now what is screw gauge? Screw gauge is another instrument with the help of which we can measure the smallest reading, and we can even measure the small reading smaller than the vernier caliper. We can measure a very thin or a very small object with the help of screw gauge. Its least count is even smaller than the vernier caliper. So if the length of the object is smaller than 0.1 or 0.01 centimeter, we can use the device screw gauge for its measurement. So what is the principle of screw? So principle of screw is, you can learn from here, the linear distance which the screw moves in one complete round of its reed is equal to distance between two consecutive threads. So for this we have to consider the screw gauge first. So this is the screw gauge. You can see this is the screw gauge. This is U-shaped frame. This is screw. This thing is the ratchet which I am rotating. So this is spindle, this is stud, and when I am opening it, this is the hollow cylinder which is coming out, and this is the sleeve which is visible to us. When I open it, this is the sleeve which is visible to us, and on this sleeve there is another scale which is known as main scale. This scale which is present on this hollow cylinder or thimble is known as circular scale. So this is the screw gauge. With the help of this screw gauge we will measure the diameter, length of an object. So what is the principle of screw? So you can see these are, if we consider screw, there are the lines like this. These lines are known as threads. So over here you can see there are threads on this screw. So distance between two consecutive threads is known as pitch. So when we give one complete rotation to this ratchet, the distance moved by this screw will be equal to distance between two consecutive threads. This is the principle of screw gauge.